A fire tore through a very popular South Park bar and brewery this morning, causing significant damage. This happened at Hamilton's Tavern on 30th Street between Beach and Cedar Streets and South Park Brewing Company. News 8's Chris Groh is there right now. And Chris, do we know how this fire started? What are fire investigators saying right now?
Well, they're saying it's really too early to know right now. They believe they know where it started, in the kitchen of Hamilton's, but past that, it's really too early right now to tell exactly how the fire started. But over here, you could see the crew that works at Hamilton's picking up the pieces, trying to find anything that they can salvage. And I just want to say, first of all, this has been an incredibly emotional day for the people that work at Hamilton's, for the owners of Hamilton's and South Park Brewing Company. For those of you familiar with South Park, you'll know that this street here, 30th Street, and then also right here with Beach, this is a very connected community. The business owners are all out here watching as this unfolded throughout the day. Though, despite this tragedy, you would think that the owners of both South Park Brewing and Hamilton's would be distraught. They're trying to stay positive throughout all this. In fact, we spoke with that owner, and here's a part of our conversation. Take a listen.
I was a former Marine. You know, this is a drop in the bucket. You know, I've seen a lot worse. I've been through a lot worse than this. Nobody was hurt. You know, and if it is what it is, you know, I went down swinging.
Unbelievable perspective there from Scott Blair, the owner of both companies. Remember, these are two separate companies, Hamilton's, South Park Brewing, but they are sister bars and sister breweries, and so they do a lot of work together. Now, SD Fire Rescue said they got the call for this fire around 5:30 this morning. Everything was locked up, so they had to do a lot of work to get inside. They had to cut through those doors. They had to cut holes on the top of the roof just to be able to attack that fire from up top. Now, again, no potential word on causes, but they do believe that it is extensive damage due to both smoke and the flames. $500,000 worth of damage to the actual building itself, and then $500,000 to its content. You got to imagine that some of the brewing equipment, the beer that they had left over that had been brewed, and then as well as some of that restaurant and brewery equipment as well too. Now, the interesting thing is that Hamilton's has been closed since the summer, Scott told us, because of COVID-19 restrictions, which has really been hurting a lot of these businesses. And now you throw this in as well too, a fire. Again, you just have to think how it's possible for him to have this type of perspective on today.
Like, are you serious? Like, really? But then I think about all the people that are, you know, sitting downtown homeless, and I think about all the people that, you know, have lost lives, and I think about all the, you know, poverty that's going on and the violence and the insanity that's happening in our country, and I'm like, you know, it could be a lot worse.
And look, there has been a lot of outreach just on my social media alone, people saying, my God, I can't believe it was Hamilton's. I can't believe it was South Park Brewing, which really does, again, just not only speak to the popularity of this restaurant, this bar, this brewery, but also to just this community support here in South Park. As for what's next, Scott says it's really too early for him to know. He really does want to take this day by day, see what he can salvage, see what he can save, and then go from there. Eric and Stella.